Hello, dear Virgo. This is going to be your December guidance reading, and I'm going to be using a Celtic cross-leg spread with 10 cards. Okay, so this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, so where you are currently in the month. Where are you, Virgo, in the month of December? Where is your energy? All right, Virgo, you have the Magician. Okay, and what is your challenge and your lesson? Okay, that kind of just wanted to come out, and that is the Emperor. Okay, where should your focus be, which will be in your highest good this month, Virgo? Where should your focus be, which will be in your highest good in the month of December? Okay, so you have the Tower and the Moon. Okay, so the Moon is your focus. Okay, the past that you're coming from that's influencing the now. What is the past energy that you're coming away from or moving away from that is influencing the now? Okay, so you have the Six of Swords. All right, and your biggest strength this month. What is your biggest strength this month, Virgos? Okay, you have the Four of Wands. Right, and what is the inevitable energy that you're coming into? What are you moving into? What is the energy? Okay, you have the King of Wands. Your suggested approach this month, Virgos. Okay, you have the Four of Swords. Okay, and what is it that you're not aware of, or energy that is underneath the surface? And you have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, your biggest hope and your biggest fear this month in December. What is your biggest hope and your biggest fear? Okay, you have the Empress. Okay, and what is the possible outcome for you, Virgos, this month? What is the possible outcome for you this month? Okay, you have the Devil card. All right. Okay, so where you currently are this month in December, Virgos, is you have the Magician. So you're in a position where you are, it's like the divine is testing you to see if you'll be able to utilize all of your gifts, all of your talents, all of your wisdom, all of the energies that lie in front of you to make something happen in your life. Like, it's like your highest self or your spiritual team is testing you to utilize these elements to make something happen that you want to happen. Or it's like a test of faith for you. Like, are you capable of bringing about what you really desire? The visions that you have for yourself, are you going to go after them? Are you going to put the heart into it? Are you going to use your higher intellect to make it happen? Are you going to take the guided action that you're guided to take? Are you going to be able to sustain yourself in this energy? So it's kind of like you're being tested, but in a way, this is for your highest good. This is like a divine energy that's encouraging you in some sense. Your biggest challenge and lesson is the Emperor. So this is like a test of the wills. Do you have enough courage to stand in your truth and go after what you want? Do you have enough faith to trust in a higher power or trust in your highest self to make moves in your life, to be the authority figure in your own life? Or are you going to sit back and wait for everyone else to decide what they're going to do before you decide what you're going to do? So it's like that is the lesson for you this month. It's also the challenge, is to step into your power and to take hold of your own life. So it's like you have all of these tools to use to make something happen, but it's like, are you going to do it? It's like the divine is waiting on you. Where your focus should be, you have the Moon card. Okay, so your focus is on, I'm getting, It's like your focus is on seeking divine truth to the things that are puzzling you because you're not seeing everything as it is. It's like there's a lot underneath the surface, or people are just not clear enough for you. It's like you're not getting the answers on the outside. So it's like you need to seek within yourself. I'm getting like, seek that clarity within yourself. Because like there's two different sides of the story, your truth and their truth. So if they're not showing you the truth, or it's not clear what they're handing you, then it's like I need to seek my own truth. That's the lesson. I'm getting already that your lesson is to be self-sufficient this month. The past that you're coming from is the Six of Swords. So you're coming from a past of some brutal conversations, like some type of communication with someone, and it was like, I got to get away from you. Or just, it's like they had to say what they needed to say to you for you to get moving. Like, what else was going to help you? It's like, not to be harsh, but this is kind of just the energy, like how I'm supposed to deliver this to you. So this isn't me being harsh or mean in any way. Your guides want me to give it to you that way. So it's like, how else were you going to move forward without this person saying the things that they said? It's like they triggered you with some type of words, some wording, some things that they said to you kind of just put you in a space of like running, but like also moving forward. Like you might not even be aware of it. This is what led you to, okay, well, now you have what you need. What are you going to do with it? Type of thing. Your biggest strength is the Four of Wands. So your biggest strength is that you sustaining yourself in this energy that you're at right now. Where you're at, are you able to find stability within it and not allow it to take you out of, like, just get out of control or control you? Are you going to be able to sustain yourself within it? It's like, are you going to be able to parent this energy? Because you have the Emperor, which is also a father figure. So it's like, are you going to father this energy where you tell yourself, like, it's self-discipline energy, pretty much. Are you going to discipline yourself to be stable and not allow yourself to get out of control? Like, hey, be careful. Don't hurt yourself. Have fun or enjoy yourself, ego, but don't get out of line with me. Don't get out of hand. Don't think that you're in control. I'm still the father. That's the strength that you're going to have with that energy. That type of energy, it's going to help you feel stable where you are energetically, if that makes sense. Okay, so what you're coming into inevitably is the King of Wands. So you're going to come into, it's like a baby emperor, if that makes sense. So you're going to come into a space where you're going to take more control of your life, more so than where you were previously. It's like you're not quite the emperor just yet, but you're not the knight or the page of wands anymore. You're far past that. You're at a position where you're more in control of your life. You have spirit backing you. It's like you're not alone in this. Like, they're going to continue to push your buttons as long as you need that encouragement to move forward and take charge of your life. Okay, so your suggested approach is the Four of Swords. So it's like time to take, it's like go within yourself. This is about an energy of introspection. Take this time out to mentally process everything. Like, it helps you to get stable. Like, you could easily go out of control. It's like back to the Four of Wands, this energy, your strength is going to be to discipline your ego and not get into a space where you're worried or you're thinking that I'm not in control of this. This person is, because they told me this or they said this to me, that all of a sudden I'm not in control. Disciplining yourself with this suggested approach within your mind, you have to discipline your thoughts as well. You have to be able to find stability within your thinking. You can't allow your mind to control you, because they'll push you to the Five of Swords, which is going to be an energy of overthinking and doubting and all of this other negative stuff that you don't need. It's going to throw you out of a loop. Okay. What you don't know is that the divine is actually in control of everything. Okay. So they're actually moving things for you. Everything that's happening in your life right now is divinely orchestrated and it's in their control. You have little to no control. Your highest self is what's driving you in these situations. It's like everything is set up as it's supposed to. It's like a stage. Everyone is playing their role in the situation. So it's like rather than not flowing and going with it and feeling like you're out of control, go with the energies and trust that you're being divinely guided and divinely led for your highest good and for your own growth. Your biggest fear and your biggest hope is the Empress. Okay. It's for some of you, you're dealing with a partner that you feel like you're not in control of the situation. You feel like they have the upper hand. And this is your fear of feeling like you're not equal to that person and that they're better than you or that they know more than you or they're at some higher level than you. But your hope is that you will be able to match that person, or even if it's not a love partner, it could be someone else in your life. It could be a coworker, it could be your boss. It could be someone that you feel is like triggering you and pushing you to the edge, which they are, but it's for your highest good. So it's like you fear that you're not compatible with that other person's energy, that you're not up to speed with them. When in actuality you are. You're just in a different form, if that makes sense. Your strengths are different from their strengths. It doesn't mean that one lacks more than the other or one gains more than the other. You're equal to each other. You're just in a different form, feminine and masculine. And it doesn't necessarily have to be, it could be light, darkness. There's polarity energy, if you understand where I'm coming from. So I could be a singer and they could be a dancer, but that doesn't mean that I'm any less important because they're a dancer and I'm a singer, if that makes sense. So your fear is that I'm not equal. Your hope is that you'll be able to match this person and that you'll be able to stand forth and be in that same power position and share the throne with this person. And for a lot of you, it is a relationship. Okay. So the possible outcome for you is the Devil. So it's like it's like a lot of energy of feeling, you feel displaced or you feel disorganized. You feel out of control of your life. You just feel like you're stuck in some way. Like, I'm just stuck in this situation. I can't be free of it. I'm helpless. I'm hopeless. Can someone else help me? I'm dying here. Does anyone recognize it? It might look like I'm okay and it might seem like I'm happy, but at the same time, I'm dying. I'm hurting. And it's by your own infliction. It's no one else's fault but your own. So when you come to a conclusion or you come to that clarity that I'm the only person that's in control of my life. I'm in control of my life. I got to use what I have to make something happen. I have a vision for myself. I see the way, but am I going to utilize what I'm being given, my divine gifts, the things that I know? Am I going to use these things, the lessons that I've learned? Am I going to take all of that into consideration and take charge of my life? Or am I going to feel helpless and stuck, like someone else is controlling me? Okay. All right, Virgo, that was your reading. I do hope that this was helpful and that it will be beneficial for you for the month. And as always, you guys, I send you lots of love and lots of light. Take care.